You know the story. Every big startup has that visionary founder, right? The one with the spark, the big idea. But today, we're flipping the coin. We're telling the story of the unsung hero, the quiet force that actually makes it all work. This is the story of the quiet storm behind CKonnect. And wow, this quote really just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It sets up this perfect metaphor we're going to explore. Because for every person who starts a fire, you absolutely need someone who can control the blaze, someone who can walk right into the chaos and bring back order. So let's break that down. On one side, you've got the fire starter. In this story, that's Aishwari. He's all about those blazing ideas, the adrenaline, the launch. But then you have the firefighter, Akanksha. She's the one bringing the stability, the structure, the calm that lets that fire burn bright without, burning the whole house down. So let's properly meet our firefighter, Akanksha. She's described as the calm in the chaos, the one holding the ladder steady while everyone else scrambles. She's not looking for the spotlight, but believe me, she's the one who owns the execution, the whiteboards, the project plans, and yeah, that all-important Google sheet. Okay, but here's where things get really interesting with Akanksha. It's this deep conflict at her core, this huge gap between the life she always dreamed of and the one she's actually living. She is, as our source puts it, a walking paradox of ambition and desire. So let's paint a picture of the dream, shall we? This is what she wanted, a life of total peace. We're talking soft mornings, quiet nights, just binge-watching Netflix, maybe some spa days, sipping chai with a mountain view. I mean, it sounds like pure tranquility, right? But here's the reality check. Every one of those relaxing trips, it turned into a business pitch. Those movie nights, they somehow always ended with a Trello board open on the laptop. Instead of peaceful nights, she's up at 2 a.m. debugging code and writing these super dense data protection impact assessments for interns. It's pretty clear life had other plans. And that just sums it all up, doesn't it? She became a planner who never wanted to plan, a leader who never aimed to lead, and a teacher even though she swore she'd never teach. It's just baked into her personality. If she starts something, she just has to see it all the way through. So how in the world does she manage all this? What's the secret weapon that helps her navigate all this chaos, both inside and out? Well, the answer is probably not what you're thinking. According to the source, it all comes down to one thing. She's a Libra. Now look, we're not just talking about a love for good design here, though she probably has that too. This is about a deep, fundamental drive for balance. It's this core need for things to feel right, for justice and fairness and peace to win out in the end. And this drive, it shows up like a superpower. First, she has this sixth sense for conflict. She feels it brewing before anyone else even notices. Next, she just instinctively knows how to recalibrate the energy in a room to bring everyone back down to earth. And then, while everyone else is still figuring out what's wrong, she's already gone and quietly fixed the entire problem. Her power isn't about being the loudest person. Not at all. It's the complete opposite. She listens way more than she speaks. But because of that, when she does speak, it carries so much weight. Her voice isn't just calm. It carries truth, authority, and real care. And that's why her team trusts her. No questions asked. So this unlikely leader has a massive, tangible impact on the company. She's the one who builds the bridge between a cool idea and something that actually exists in the real world. Her specialty is taking these half-baked dreams and turning them into these concrete, full-blown execution plans. If you ask anyone who works with her to describe her job, you're not going to get a simple title. You're going to get a list that looks a lot like this. She's the glue, she's operations, she's a counselor, a chaos manager, a mentor, and a strategist. I mean, she wears all these hats, often on the same day. And this brings us to the real twist in her story, which this table lays out perfectly. So you've got what she's naturally amazing at, building systems, mentoring people. Then you have her actual job, teaching and structuring operations. And both of those, they are worlds away from her dream of just being a simple girl living a quiet life. It's a total misalignment. So what do you do with that? Most of us would probably try to force it, right? To make those columns line up perfectly, but not Akanksha. She just accepts the misalignment, and true to her nature, she finds the middle ground. She finds the balance. And it's from that place of balance that she builds her empire, an empire of calm. This is the story of how her quiet, steady strength became the absolute foundation for a global platform that makes something as crazy as data privacy feel simple. It all started from a really simple place. All she really wanted was peace. But in the process of finding her own balance, she ended up creating something massive for the rest of the world, a platform to learn, to grow, and to handle the complexities of privacy.
She is the calm, the one who is truly fireproof.
She is the other absolutely essential half of the coin. So at the end of the day, her story makes you think, doesn't it? In every great success story we hear about, who's the quiet firefighter in the background? Who is holding the ladder steady? It's a pretty powerful question to ask.